Hello and welcome to this new exciting tutorial where we are going to be learning about Airbnb versus Booking.com for hosts. So when you come to the two, they are basically used to make bookings when you want to stay out. And the two have some similarities, but they also have quite a big number of differences. And so in this analysis, we are going to be comparing Airbnb versus Booking.com. To begin with, let us look at the property types. If you come to Booking, and I'll be leaving the link in the description of this video, you notice here in terms of booking, you can book for stays, you can book for flight, you can book for car rentals, you can book for attractions, you can also book for airport taxis, and quite a good number. Now, looking for this information, you will notice that for booking, it typically includes breakfast, airport transfers, concierge service, and some properties also offer amenities like parking, pool, and the gym. When you come to Airbnb, you find that the properties typically include kitchen, laundry, facilities, Wi-Fi, and some properties that offer amenities like pool and the gym. So if you come to their site, that is for Airbnb, you notice that at the top of their website, you can actually basically search directly at what you want. So if, for instance, I click at the top here, tiny homes, there, you notice now we get the tiny homes that are available and they are cost per night. You notice all these pictures just include some tiny homes. So if I want to look for beachfronts, it's so easy for that. I just click on beachfront here, and then now I'm able to get the Airbnb that are available on beachfront. You notice we have all these pictures for beachfront Airbnb. So if I want those that have amazing views that are in the farm, for instance, I can select any here at the top. So let me click on farms so that you can see the images we have. These are the ones in the farms. You notice the views here, indeed, they are in the farms and they are cost and the distances that you have to cover to get there. So basically in terms of property, I find the Airbnb well organized, that I can just search at the top here of what I would need. Maybe I need camping, I need surfing. I just click on that, maybe surfing. Then you notice we have the places for surfing all available here. So when you come to bookings.com, you notice we may not have all those things, but you notice we have the bookings for stays, for flights, for car rentals, attractions, and airport taxis. So the division in terms of, for instance, the stays here may not be as elaborate as it is here on Airbnb. However, you notice down here, they give you the trending destinations here. Then you can also browse by type down here. So you notice, like, for instance, trending destinations, we have Nairobi, Mombasa, Diani Beach, Dubai, Toronto. And then in terms of browse by property type, you can also browse in terms of hotel, apartments, resorts, and villas. So you notice the categories here are less compared to the categories available here for Airbnb. So let's go to the next item, which is commissions. For commissions, for bookings.com, you actually get a 15% commission per reservation, and it has no daily cost, meaning that if one day you receive no reservation, booking.com will not charge you anything. When it comes to commission for Airbnb, you notice that there are two ways they do that. You can either use the split fee, and this fee structure is the most common and is split between the host and the guest, and the host pays 3% fee, but some may include host with listings in Italy and host with super strict cancellation policies. That is the first one, that is a split fee. And then you can also do the host only fee, where it is typically between 14 and 16%, and the entire fee is deducted from the host payout. So you notice now in terms of commissions, that is how that goes. Next, let's look at how you get paid. Let's begin with Airbnb. So with Airbnb, you will have to choose how you receive your money, and they have several payout methods, which include FastPay, back transfer, PayPal, Payoneer debit cards, and Western Union, among others. And the options vary depending on where you are. So if you come down here, You notice that the payout methods were available typically delivers different times, but in general, the money you earn from hosting is released to you about 24 hours after your guest schedule check-in. So once that money is released to you, that is within 24 hours after the guest schedule check-in, you notice that if they use Fast Pay, you get that money within 30 minutes or less. If it's Payoneer, 24 hours or less. PayPal uses 1 business day. Western Union, 1 day, and can vary again depending on where you are. They can also do the bank transfer, which takes 3 to 5 days. And internationally, they can use international wire, which takes 3 to 7 business days. How about payment on bookings? With Booking.com, you have the option of getting paid via virtual credit card called VCC here. And what is a virtual credit card and how does it work? A virtual credit card is simply a temporary digital MasterCard linked to an existing credit card. So you can read more details on partner.booking.com so that you can understand more about VCC. And as long as each VCC remains active, you can charge it as many times as you like until the balance reaches 0. So you can use the VCC, that is a virtual credit card. The next way you can also get paid with Booking is that you can do the bank transfer. And when you visit partner.booking.com, you can get details about this because this will not be an automatic payment. And that payment again may be different depending on the country you are in. For instance, we have payment in North America. And when you are in North America, the process takes roughly 1 day after check-in. And if you are in a place like Brazil, again, you may be required to pay different commissions, invoices separately. That is in Brazil. So that is how you collect your money using either Airbnb or Booking.com. Next, let us look at guarantee or what we call host protection. Now, when you come to Airbnb, they have a host protection policy. And for you to get paid, you actually file for reimbursement on damage or missing items or any unexpected cleaning. And they have the details on what they cover. They cover damage for your homes, damage for parked cars or any assets in your home, or any unexpected or extra cleaning costs that may be due. Maybe the guest left and didn't do the cleaning, or any income lost if you need to cancel a confirmed Airbnb due to damage caused by a guest. They have elaborate info about the guarantee or the host protection. Now, when it comes to bookings, we have the partner liability insurance. And with that, you will get the protection up to 1 million coverage. And then they have the payment insurance and they have the global program. So what is covered here? They can cover bodily injuries and they can also cover third-party property. For instance, if you accidentally have anything that has caused damage to your neighborhood, maybe a tap that is running and the water runs in the next apartment, that insurance covers that. That is a partner liability insurance within Booking. And they don't cover things like damage caused by pets. Maybe a dog does an injury to a neighbor in your stay. They also don't cover your own personal injuries or damage or injuries that's something done intentionally. They don't cover that also. Or your own personal property. And they also don't cover your own personal property. For instance, a guest breaks your cabinet, your bed, your TV, and all that. They don't do that. And that is the liability cover or the guarantee host protection. That is for both Airbnb and for Bookings.com. In terms of cancellation, if you are on Airbnb, the cancellation fee is imposed on subjects to a minimum of $50 and a maximum of $1,000. And the fee is based on the reservation amount when you reserve. For instance, down here, if the reservation is cancelled 48 hours or less before checkout or after check-in, the fee is 50% of the reservation amount of the nights not stayed. And if the reservation is cancelled more than 48 hours or 30 days or less before the check-in, then the fee is 25% of the reservation amount. So you notice that you can have different reservation rules here depending on the time that you cancel. But when you come to Bookings.com, they have quite a good detailed way to do that. For instance, you notice here we can have the conditions for cancellation. In terms of cost, they may have the free one. For instance, if a guest requests the cancellation of a booking, you can inform them via extranet or the Pass app. And by doing so, you avoid paying commissions for the cancelled booking. So you are able now as a host to avoid getting the commission deducted for any bookings that have been cancelled. So I would say that booking.com is a bit flexible when it comes to the issues of cancellation. I hope this has been helpful. Kindly like this video, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.